Hello students, welcome to the class of EDCA. So in this video let us start with the third module, that is module 3 is dealing with the electrical machine named transformers. Okay, so as I have already said, transformer is an electrical machine. The specialty is it is a stationary electrical machine. Okay, so I have drawn a diagram of a transformer here. So a transformer is an AC electrical machine that transfer electrical energy from one electrical circuit to another electrical circuit without a change in frequency. Okay, so and a transformer works on the principle of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So a transformer is a stationary AC electrical machine that transfer electrical energy from one electrical circuit to another electrical circuit without a change in frequency, and it works on the principle of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction or mutual induction. Okay, so it has an AC electrical circuit that are linked by a common magnetic circuit. The transformer has electrical circuits that are linked by a common magnetic circuit. So a transformers are used to change the level of voltage from one level to another. Okay, so transformers are electrical machines which are used to convert one level of voltage to another level of voltage, and it depends upon the number of turns in the windings. Okay, so wherever we are having, we have to change the level of voltage. Wherever we have to change the level of AC voltage from one level to another level, that is step up or step down, either we have to step up the electrical voltage or we have to step down the voltage, we can use the transformers. So step up transformers are used to raise the voltage from one level to another level, and step down transformers are used to lower down the voltage from one level to another level, and that depends upon the number of turns in the winding. So here you can see two different windings. This winding, the number of turns in this windings are more, and number of turns in this winding are lesser than the first one. So we can say if we are supplying some voltage here, we can reduce the voltage in the secondary side. Okay, so if the number of turns are more, the voltage will be induced will be more, and if the number of turns are less, the voltage induced will be less. Okay, so coming into the construction part, we can say it consists of two inductive coils which are electrically they are separated, but magnetically they are linked through a path of low reluctance. Okay, so electrically they are separated, but magnetically they are coupled through a low reluctance path. Okay, so a transformer consists of a soft iron or soft steel core and two windings placed on it. The core is made up of soft iron or silicon steel lamination to provide a low reluctance path for the flux. Okay, and so this is an iron core and it consists of two windings. These windings are linked through a common magnetic path, and this is an iron core material, so it provides low reluctance for the flux to pass through it. Okay, so say coming into the construction, we can say it has the main parts of a transformer are, the main part is the soft silicon steel iron core and the two windings. Okay, so if we are applying a voltage here, consider if we are applying an AC voltage. So this is the symbol of an AC voltage source, and we are applying it to this winding. Then this winding is called as the primary winding. Okay, the winding connected to the supply mains is called as the primary winding. Therefore, we can say let the applied voltage be V, and since it is primary side, we can say it as V1. Okay, so we are applying a voltage V1. Since it is primary, we are representing it as V1, applied voltage V1. So if we are applying a AC voltage here and the path is a closed circuit path, then a current will be flowing through this conductor. Let it be I1 current I1. Okay, so the current will be flowing through this conductor. Okay, so we are representing it as current I, and one is due to primary, and we are representing one as the primary. So primary current I1, primary voltage V1, and let us consider there are N1 number of turns in this winding. N1 number of turns in this winding. So 1 means primary. So the N1 is the number of turns in the primary side. N1 is the number of turns in the primary side, V1 is the applied voltage, and I1 is the primary current. Okay, so the winding connected to the supply mains is called as the primary winding. So this winding is called as the primary winding. Okay, so so in this side, let us say we are connecting the load across this. We are connecting the load across this winding. Okay, so if we are okay, let us see, and let us say the number of turns in this winding be N. Number of turns in this winding be N2. So the winding connected to the load is called as the secondary winding. The winding connected to the load is called as a secondary winding, and the winding connected to the supply main is called as the primary winding. Okay, now let us see the working principle of a transformer. That is how, let us see how the power is transferred from primary to the secondary. Okay, so let us see the working of a transformer. Okay, so when the primary winding is connected to an AC supply mains, a current flow through it. Okay, and since this winding links with an iron core, the current flowing through this winding produces an alternating flux. Okay, you know, whenever we are applying a voltage, a current will be flowing through this, and this alternating current will produce an alternating flux. Since it is an iron core, an alternating flux will be produced here, and that flux, since this is an iron core and which will provide a lower reluctance path, this flux will be flowing from this primary to this winding. Okay, the flux will be traveling to this side. Okay, now here let us see the condition. The flux produced by this alternating current will be an alternating flux. This alternating flux will be linking with the secondary winding. The secondary winding, the alternating flux will be linking with the secondary winding. So here, according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, there is a relative change between the flux and the conductor. That is, the flux will be alternating, changing, and the conductors here are sitting stationary. So there is a relative change between the flux and the conductor, and hence an EMF will be induced in this conductor. Say it is E2. Since it is secondary side, we are representing it as E2. Okay, so according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, there is some relative change between the flux and the conductors. That is, the flux is alternating and the conductors are stationary. Therefore, an EMF E2 will be induced in this conductor, and since it is a closed path, a current will be flowing. Due to this induced EMF, a current will be flowing out, that is represented as I2. That is secondary current I2 will be flowing, and it will be reaching through the load, and let us say the load voltage be V2. Okay, let us say the voltage secondary voltage be V2, that is the voltage across the load be V2. Okay. Okay. So after this, this flux will be again traveling, this flux will be again traveling through this iron core and will be reaching or linking with the primary side winding again. Okay, so again alternating flux and stationary conductor and EMF will be induced here also. Let us say that induced EMF be E1. This is like back EMF, as of back EMF in DC motors we have said. So that is self-induced EMF. So again this flux will be traveling back to the primary winding again due to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, and EMF will be induced here. Say it is E2. So this E2 will be opposing this B1. Similar like back EMF in DC motors. Okay. So this is how the power is being transferred from primary to secondary, even though they are electrically separated and they are connected magnetically. Okay, so this is the working principle of a transformer. Okay, so V1 is the primary voltage, I1 is the primary current, N1 is the number of turns in the primary, this is E1. E1 is the primary induced EMF. E1 is the primary induced EMF. This one is due to the primary side, we are saying it is in all V1, N1, I1 and E1. Okay, so the flux phi is the common flux produced in this iron core, and in the secondary side we are representing it as secondary side number of turns in the secondary is N2. The voltage induced through the load is V2. The current flowing through the secondary is I2. I2 is the secondary current. E2 is the secondary induced EMF. V2 is the secondary voltage V2. Okay, so these are the terms which are used in the transformers. Okay, so here I have drawn a step down transformer because V1 will be greater. Here V1 is greater than V2 because why? Because N1 is greater than, because the number of turns in the primary side is greater than number of turns in the secondary side, and N1 is greater than, here N1 is greater than N2, therefore V1 will be greater than V2, therefore this is a step down transformer. Okay, step down transformer. If the number of turns in the secondary side are more than the primary side, then it will be a step up transformer. That is, we can raise the level of voltage from one voltage to another. Here we are stepping down the voltage. This level of voltage is stepped down to another level of voltage. So transformers are mainly used in applications where we have to raise or lower the level of AC voltage. Okay, thank you.